Hold on to your steering wheels because the Kardashian-Jenner drama just shifted into maximum overdrive. And honey, we are here for every single lap of this wild ride. Kim Kardashian and Lewis Hamilton just made their relationship Super Bowl official, sitting side by side while the world watched. And while most people were focused on the game, there was a different kind of collision happening in the VIP box. Because Kendall Jenner, the supermodel sister, who apparently knows where all of Lewis's skeletons are buried, decided to play relationship counselor, and Kim is absolutely not having it. We are talking full-blown Kardashian fury, accusations of jealousy flying around faster than a Ferrari on race day, and enough family tension to power a small city. Buckle up, because this tea is piping hot and we are about to spill every single drop. Quick favor, if you are loving this chaos as much as we are, smash that subscribe button and hit the notifications bell so you never miss when we expose the next celebrity meltdown. Trust me, you are going to want front row seats to this show. So let me set the scene for you. Kim Kardashian, the 45-year-old business mogul who has been divorced 3 times and shares 4 kids with Kanye West, has finally found someone who checks all her boxes. Enter Lewis Hamilton, the 41-year-old British Formula One legend worth an estimated $450 million. The man is a 7-time world champion who just moved to Ferrari, and according to insiders, he is exactly what Kim has been looking for. They have known each other since way back in 2014, when Kim was still married to Kanye and Lewis was dating Nicole Scherzinger. Fast forward to early February 2026, and these two are spotted having romantic weekend getaways in England, enjoying couples massages at luxury hotels, jetting off to Paris for intimate 3-hour dinners, and basically acting like teenagers in love. Then comes Super Bowl 60, and boom, they make it official by sitting together in front of the entire world. Hard launch complete. But here's where things get spicy, and I mean Carolina Reaper level spicy. Kendall Jenner, Kim's 30-year-old supermodel half-sister, was also at that Super Bowl, awkwardly sitting in the same VIP box, watching her sister cuddle up with Lewis while her own ex-boyfriend Bad Bunny performed at halftime. Talk about uncomfortable. But the real drama was not what happened during the game. It was what Kendall apparently said to Kim before they even got to the stadium. Because according to sources close to the family, Kendall has been waving more red flags than a Formula One race marshal, warning Kim to pump the brakes on this romance faster than Lewis hits the brakes going into a hairpin turn. Now, why would Kendall care so much about who her sister dates? Well, here's the plot twist that makes this whole situation infinitely more interesting. Kendall and Lewis have been friends for years, not just casual acquaintances who wave at each other at industry parties. We are talking genuine party pals who have been running in the same social circles since at least 2015. Remember when Kendall was photographed wearing Lewis's gold chain at the Monaco Grand Prix? The internet went absolutely feral with dating rumors, but both of them shut it down immediately, insisting they were just friends. Lewis even told the press that Kendall was doing incredible things with her career and that they were just buddies. But here's the thing about being just friends with someone for over a decade. You learn things, you see things, you hear things. And apparently, Kendall has heard a lot. Sources are saying that Kendall knows a lot of the dirt on Lewis, like a whole filing cabinet worth of information that Kim might not be aware of. And because Kendall considers herself a good sister, she felt it was her duty to warn Kim to keep her feelings in check. Notice the specific language there. Keep her feelings in check. Not run away screaming, not dump him immediately, just be careful. Take things slow. Do not get too emotionally invested too quickly, which, if you think about it, is actually pretty reasonable advice when you consider Lewis's dating history. Let's talk about that history for a second, because it is relevant. Lewis Hamilton's longest and most public relationship was with Nicole Scherzinger, the Pussycat Dolls singer. They dated on and off for nearly 8 years, from 2007 to 2015. Multiple breakups, multiple reconciliations, marriage rumors that never materialized. And when they finally called it quit for good, both of them admitted that the intense pressure of Lewis's racing career was a major factor. Lewis literally said he was married to his sport. The man chose racing over settling down. After Nicole, Lewis has been linked to basically every gorgeous woman in Hollywood. Rihanna, Rita Ora, Gigi Hadid, Winnie Harlow, Nicki Minaj, Shakira, Sofia Vergara. Most of these were never confirmed, just speculation based on public appearances and dinner dates. The man keeps his personal life locked down tighter than a Ferrari pit crew guards their strategies. So you can kind of see why Kendall might be concerned. She has watched Lewis for years. She knows his patterns. She knows he has a history of prioritizing his career over relationships. She knows he travels constantly, lives a high-octane lifestyle, and has never really settled down despite being 41 years old. And now her sister, who has been through 3 divorces, who has 4 kids, who literally said on the Kardashians that she is a hopeless romantic ready for the right person, is diving headfirst into a relationship with him. Kendall is not necessarily saying Lewis is a bad guy. She's just saying, hey Kim, maybe do not go picking out wedding venues just yet. But here is where Kim Kardashian's legendary ego enters the chat. Because Kim did not take Kendall's advice as sisterly concern. Oh no, Kim took it as a personal attack. According to insiders, Kim is very offended that Kendall thinks she cannot handle herself with Lewis. Kim apparently told Kendall that she does not need her little sister acting like some relationship expert who knows men better than she does. And then, in classic Kardashian fashion, Kim went for the jugular and accused Kendall of being jealous. Jealous. Let that sink in for a moment. Kim Kardashian thinks Kendall Jenner is jealous of her relationship with Lewis Hamilton. Now, is there any merit to that accusation? Well, let us examine the evidence. Kendall and Lewis have been friends for over a decade. They have partied together, traveled in the same circles, and clearly have a close enough relationship that Kendall feels comfortable giving Kim advice about him. Some people might argue that Kendall has always had a thing for Lewis and is upset that her sister is now dating him. But here's the problem with that theory. Kendall has repeatedly, consistently, and publicly stated that she and Lewis are just friends. She has never indicated any romantic interest, and Lewis has said the same thing, multiple times. In fact, sources close to the situation have confirmed that Kim is the only Kardashian-Jenner sister that Lewis has ever dated. So if Kendall is not jealous because she wants Lewis for herself, what is Kim's argument? Maybe Kim thinks Kendall is jealous that Kim found someone while Kendall is currently single after her breakup with Bad Bunny. Which again, seems like a stretch, but we are dealing with the Kardashians here, so nothing is too petty to be true. Or maybe Kim is so defensive because deep down she knows Kendall might have a point, and she does not want to admit it. Because let's be real, Kim Kardashian has not exactly had the best track record when it comes to picking men. She was married to Damon Thomas from 2000 to 2004. Then she married Kris Humphries in 2011 and filed for divorce 72 days later. Then came Kanye West, probably her most significant relationship, lasting from 2014 to 2022 when their divorce was finalized. After Kanye, she dated Pete Davidson for 9 months, which was a whole chaotic mess that we do not have time to unpack right now. Then there was Odell Beckham Jr., which ended in 2024. And now Lewis Hamilton. So when Kendall comes in with legitimate concerns based on her personal knowledge of Lewis's past behavior, maybe Kim's defensive reaction is less about Kendall being wrong and more about Kim not wanting to hear it. Because Kim has convinced herself that Lewis is different, that this time will be different, that she has finally found the right person. Insiders are saying that Kim and Lewis have a great vibe, that they are wildly attracted to each other, and that they can talk about anything from politics to diet to spirituality. Kris Jenner, the momager herself, is reportedly thrilled that Kim has found someone and is very high on Lewis. The whole family is supposedly buzzing and keeping their fingers crossed that it works out. Except Kendall. Kendall is over here like a Formula One safety car, trying to slow things down before somebody crashes, and Kim is treating her like she just threw a wrench into the engine. Here is what makes this situation even more fascinating. At that Super Bowl, where all of this tension was supposedly bubbling under the surface, there were cameras everywhere. The whole world was watching Kim and Lewis together. Body language experts analyzed their interactions and said Kim was using a hot and cold flirting technique, leaning back to take in Lewis visually, giving him her undivided attention, and then suddenly looking away to keep him interested. Lewis was reportedly eating it up, his facial features softening, talking through a smile of pleasure. And according to a lip reader who analyzed their conversation, Lewis promised Kim that she would meet his mom someday, saying he does not take just any girl to meet his mother, and that his mom is very excited to see her. That is serious relationship talk. That is not casual dating. That is Lewis Hamilton telling Kim Kardashian that this could be something real. But meanwhile, Kendall is sitting there, probably thinking about all the times she has seen Lewis at parties over the years, all the conversations they have had, all the things she knows about his lifestyle and his priorities, and she is watching her sister fall for someone who might not be ready to give Kim what she needs. Because what does Kim need? She needs stability. She needs someone who is going to be present for her and her kids. She needs someone who is not going to prioritize their career over their relationship every single time. And the question is, can Lewis Hamilton be that person? He just signed with Ferrari. The Formula One season is brutal, with races all over the world, constant travel, media obligations, and the intense pressure of competing at the highest level. Is he really ready to settle down with a woman who has 4 kids and a business empire of her own? Kendall's concerns are not coming from a place of jealousy. They are coming from a place of experience and knowledge. She has seen how Lewis operates, she knows his patterns, and she is trying to protect her sister from getting hurt. But Kim does not want protection. Kim wants romance. She wants the fairy tale. She wants to believe that this time, with this man, everything is going to be different. And when someone challenges that belief, even if it's your own sister, even if she might be right, the natural response is to get defensive and lash out. The real question is, what happens next? Does Kendall listen to Kendall and actually pump the brakes a little bit? Does she take things slow and see if Lewis is genuinely committed before getting too emotionally invested? Or does she double down on the relationship just to prove Kendall wrong? Because if there's one thing we know about Kim Kardashian, it is that she does not like being told what to do. She does not like being questioned. And she definitely does not like the idea that her little sister might know something she doesn't. This whole situation is a perfect storm of family dynamics, romantic tension, and good old-fashioned Kardashian drama. You've got two sisters who love each other, but have very different perspectives. You've got a relationship that is moving fast, maybe too fast. You've got a man with a complicated romantic history and a career that demands everything he has. And you've got the entire world watching to see what happens next. Here's my prediction. Kendall is going to ignore Kendall's advice completely. She's going to continue full speed ahead with Lewis, because that's what Kendall does. She falls hard, she commits fully, and she deals with the consequences later. And honestly, maybe it will work out. Maybe Lewis really is ready to settle down. Maybe he's reached a point in his life where he wants something more than just racing. Maybe Kim is exactly what he needs. Or maybe Kendall is right, and this whole thing is going to implode spectacularly in a few months, giving us even more drama to dissect. Either way, the fact that this family drama is playing out in the public eye makes it 10 times more entertaining. Because we're not just watching a celebrity couple navigate a new relationship, we're watching sister dynamics, family loyalty, and the question of whether you should ever give unsolicited relationship advice, even if you think you are helping. Kendall thought she was being a good sister by sharing what she knows. Kim thought Kendall was overstepping and being jealous. And now we've got a family feud brewing while Kim and Lewis are trying to figure out if this relationship has real long-term potential. The Kardashian-Jenner family has built an empire on drama, and this latest chapter is serving everything we could possibly want. Romance, conflict, accusations of jealousy, insider knowledge, and the eternal question of whether love can conquer all, even when your sister is waving red flags in your face. Kendall Kardashian is betting that it can. Kendall Jenner is betting that it cannot. And Lewis Hamilton is just trying to navigate being in a relationship with one of the most famous women on the planet, while her entire family has opinions about it. Welcome to the Kardashian-Jenner circus, where even finding love comes with a side of family drama and a dash of good old-fashioned sibling rivalry. Kim is livid. Kendall is concerned. Lewis is probably just trying to survive. And we're all here eating popcorn and watching this unfold like the soap opera it truly is. Thanks so much for watching Celebrity Watchdog. We will keep you updated on every twist and turn of this story, because you know it's far from over.